ಎಲ್ಲ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ SSLC ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇಂದು ನಡೆದಂಥ SSLC ಮಿಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಒಂದು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಇದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಕೀ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ದೆನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಚೂಸ್ ದ ಅಪ್ರೋಪ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಉತ್ತರ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು haven't you ಅಂತ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ that is wrong. So let's move on to the second question. Read the following and choose the correct infinitive ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ, here the infinitive is to arrange ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಸರಿಯಾದ ಉತ್ತರ. Next, let's move on to the next question. Read the given conversation and choose the language function for the underlined sentence ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Don't worry, you will be all right. Better consult a good doctor. Here it's nothing but giving suggestion ಅಂತದ್ದು. Next, question number 4. Read the following conversation and fill in the blank choosing the most appropriate words ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. It's nothing but the if clause third condition ಇದೆ. If you had informed me, I would have bought it ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So right answer is would have. The next question is do as directed ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. Which one of the following words has one syllable ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Apart 2 ಇದೆ, age 1 ಇದೆ, admin 2 ಇದೆ, able 2 ಇದೆ. So therefore the right answer is age. It has a one syllable. Next question is fill in the blanks using the correct article ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ. I have dash 1 rupee coin ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. I have a 1 rupee coin ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಸರಿಯಾದ ಉತ್ತರ. Then identify the parts of speech of the underlined word ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ. It's a lovely flower ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲವ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು it qualifies, it describes the flower, therefore it is adjective. Okay, next question is combine the sentences using so that ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So Arman is very poor, he cannot pay his school fees ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. So when you rewrite ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು rewrite ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ so that ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, so it becomes Arman is so poor that he cannot pay his school fees ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then fill in the blank using the suitable linker ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ. Dash we practice well, we won't win the trophy. Though we practice well, we won't win the trophy ಅಥವಾ although we practice well, we won't win the trophy ಅಂತ. Though or although both are right answers. Then fill in the blank with appropriate preposition ಕೇಳಿದರೆ. Can you write dash an ink pen nowadays ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿಯಾದಂತ ಒಂದು preposition with ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So can you write with an ink pen nowadays? Okay, let's move on to the next one. Fill in the blank with the appropriate tense form of the verb given in brackets ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ dash when his father came home ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ be plus sleep ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. be helping verb ಬರಲೇಬೇಕು as the given sentence is in past tense. So ಸ್ವಾಮಿ was sleeping when his father came home ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then change into superlative degree ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ. ಅನಂತ್ was faster than any other runner ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಕಂಪೇರೇಟಿವ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೂಪರ್ಲೇಟಿವ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ Anant was the fastest runner in the school. Okay, next use the word call as a noun in your own sentence ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So I like calling ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. That Mahatma Gandhi's call tempted many freedom fighters to take active part in the freedom struggle ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Okay, then change into passive voice ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ. We did not eat cut fruits ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ cut fruits were not eaten by us ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then next one is write the correct form of the word given in brackets ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸ್ವಾಮಿ moved to the edge of the bench and stayed into the dark ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು noun form darkness ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so let's move on to the next question, that is read the following conversation and change the underlined sentence into reported speech ಇದೆ. So teacher students how can you solve this sum ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. Students madam we can solve it easily ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So this can be converted into reported speech like this. The teacher asked the students how they could solve that sum ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, next one. Following sentence has two errors. Edit the sentence and rewrite it in the answer booklet. It carries 2 marks. And Swami following the whole conversation from under the blanket felt tremendous relieved ಅಂತ to hear that his father was giving him up. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಹೋಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಅದು ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು WHOLE ಹೋಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಬಿಯಲ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರೆಮೆಂಡಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ಟ್ರೆಮೆಂಡಸ್ಲಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ 2 ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಮೇಡ್ in question number 17. Let's move on to the question number 18, that is 2 marks question. Answer the following questions in a 2 or 3 sentences each ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ. Then how did the tempo truck driver help Roma ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So tempo truck driver helped Baleshwar to take Roma to a hospital. He gave him his phone to call Roma's brother and he took them to multi-speciality hospital to save Roma. And next question is, what makes you think that Don Anselmo was a man of generosity or principles anta? Don Anselmo planted trees in the name of the children born in the village. He did not sell the trees as they belonged to the children of the village. He did not accept the extra money offered by the Americans. So we can say that he was a man of generosity. Then next question is, Ambedkar had a great thirst for books. Justify the statement ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ. It's very easy, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar had an insatiable thirst for books. He bought books by curtailing his daily needs. In New York, he is said to have purchased about 2,000 old books. At the time of Round Table Conference in London, he bought so many books that they had to be sent to India in 32 boxes. And next question is, how did the 14th amendment of the constitution of USA and Mahatma Phule influence on Ambedkar? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅಮೆರಿಕಾದ 14ನೇ ತಿದ್ದುಪಡಿ ತಂದ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂವಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ, ಹಾಗೂ ಮಹಾತ್ಮ ಫುಲೆ ಅವರು ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ ಅವರ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಭಾವವನ್ನು ಬೀರಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. The 14th Amendment to the US Constitution gave freedom to the black Americans. He saw a parallel situation for the depressed classes in India. He was greatly influenced by the life and work of Mahatma Phule, who was working for women's upliftment and for a classless society. So this was the great impact on him, and so he decided to work for the depressed classes in India. The next question is, how does the poet V.K. Gokak describe the development achieved in our country? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕವಿ ವಿ ಕೆ ಗೋಕಾಕ್ ಅವರು ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಯನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ವರ್ಣಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ. ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ರಿಚ್ ಇನ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹೆರಿಟೇಜ್. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ರಾಕ್ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಸ್, ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಎಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೋನ್, ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲೇಕ್ಸ್, ಅಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ ಮಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಶಿಪ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಯಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ದ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಡ್ hard to put India on the pace of atomic age. This is how we can write the answer for this one. Next question is, describe the march led by the students. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾರಾಯಣಪುರ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. Here the students had been marching to give notice to the British collector to quit India. It was an unusual march because the students marched in complete silence. There were no slogans, no shouts, just the shuffle of feet, the drip of rain, and a low murmur from the watching crowd. Okay, this is the expected answer. And next one is, how had Dolma described her preparedness for the task of scaling Mount Everest? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಡಿಕ್ಕಿ ಡೋಲ್ಮಾ ಒಂದು ಹಿಮಾಲಯ ಪರ್ವತವನ್ನು ಮೌಂಟ್ ಎವರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹತ್ತಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ಲು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ. Dicky Dolma prepared herself for the venture of scaling Mount Everest by joining the newly opened mountaineering institute in Manali, and she took up the basic training at the institute and worked with dedication and determination. Then, why did Patil, the sub-inspector, come to Mohan's house? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಸಬ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಮೋಹನ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಪಾಟೀಲ್, the sub-inspector, had come there to inquire about the cyclo-styling machine and to warn about the police raid. Mohan's mother believed him and she allowed him to take the cyclo-styling machine. Then, or you can write the hardships and challenges faced by Dicky Dolma anta kelidare. So Dicky Dolma was born in a poor family. When she was only 11 years old, she lost her mother and lost her elder brother also, and she had experienced the hardship of life at an early age, at a tender age. So she suffered a lot. Next one is, how did Swami try to escape from sleeping alone in the office room anta kelidare. Then Swami's father challenged him to sleep alone in the office room that night. Then Swami was filled with fear and tried desperately to make his father change his mind. He changed the subject by talking about cricket. He told his father that he would sleep alone from the 1st of next month, and he rose silently and tiptoed to the bed, and he made wide gesticulation to silence his granny and did not want to listen to a story, and he pulled out the blanket over the face and pretended to be fast asleep, and he looked at granny and mother with a look of appeal, and he told his father that his office room was very dusty and there might be scorpions behind his law books, and he requested his father to allow him to sleep in the hall. Then Swami's attempts were failed because his father did not want to change his mind, and he wanted Swami to sleep alone in the office room to prove that he had courage. Okay, then Next question is write a brief summary of the poem I Am the Land. I Am the Land summary. And the poem I Am the Land is written by Marina de Bellagenta. In this poem, the earth speaks to the people. People own, buy, sell, dig and flow the land. They also grow fruit, grass, trees, etc. The children dance and play on the land. The soldiers come with guns fighting for the land. And people build fences on the land to divide nations, which suffocates like chains the earth in her neck. And Mother Earth as an ocean of patience and bears all the cruelty committed by man. Mother Earth mocks at the people's behavior with a tone of self-assertion, and we can put a fence between the two countries but not around the planet Earth or the Mother Earth. Next one, read the following extract and answer the questions that follow. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. He didn't have a wink of sleep the whole of last night. Who is the speaker? Swami's mother is the speaker. When was it said? When father asked where Swami was sleeping anta. And why do you think that he didn't have a wink of sleep the previous night? Because last night he slept in the office room and caught the burglar and he was afraid of the darkness. So these are the reasons. Then next one is there is a closer place I know of. Who is the speaker? Baleshwar Mishra. And who was it said to? It was said to the traffic police or the cop. Then why did the speaker choose a closer place? Because Roma was unconscious and he wanted to give her immediate medical help, and Airoli was 10 kilometers away from that present place. The next one is the trees in the orchard are not mine. Who was the speaker? Don Anselmo. According to the speaker, who did the trees belong to? They belong to the children of Rio and Medio. And when did the speaker make this statement? When Americans complained to the narrator. Okay. Next one is shall I sing of your rock temples, epics in stone? Who is I here? Here I refers to the poet V.K. Gokak. Who is the speaker asking this question to? He is asking this question to the motherland or Mother India. Why does the speaker call the temples epics in stone? Because epics are the long narrative poems or stories narrating the deeds and adventures of heroic or legendary figures or the past history of nation. Then the stories like the Ramayana and Mahabharata were carved, okay, on the temples. Next one, given below is a profile of R.K. Write a paragraph using the clues given below. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಸಜೆಸ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ತರ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. R.K. Narayan was born on 10th October 1906 in Madras. He was brought up by his grandmother and his father was a Krishna Swami Iyer, and he graduated from Maharaja College, Mysore. His wife's name was Rajam and he became a famous English novelist. Narayan had great interest in music, long walks and English literature. Some of his important works are Malgudi Days, Swami and his friends, The Guide, The English Teacher and The Bachelor of Arts. Next one is develop the story. Here they have given about it's a story about a poor woodcutter. So this can be developed as a poor woodcutter was cutting wood on a river bank. Suddenly his axe slipped and fell into the river. He prayed to the goddess for the help. The goddess appeared with a golden axe, but the woodcutter refused to take it. Then he reappeared with a silver axe, but again he refused to take that one. Finally, she brought his own wooden axe and he happily accepted it. The goddess was pleased with his honesty and gave him all the 3 axes as a reward. Okay, this is honesty is the best policy. Then honesty should be rewarded. Moral of the story. The next one is here they have given a picture. Write a description or an account of what the picture suggests to you. So it's a very beautiful picture. We can write like this, and the picture shows a lively village scene with many small houses having thatched and tiled roofs. Children are playing happily on the street and some rolling a wheel while others are running with joy. Women are carrying bundles of sticks on their heads and a few villagers are drawing water from the well. In the background there are tall trees and a temple while birds fly freely in the sky. People look busy with their daily work, yet the village appears peaceful and full of simple joys. This picture beautifully reflects the simplicity and happiness of village life. Okay, this is the suggestive one. Even you can write beautifully by your creative writing. Next one is quote from memory. As we all know that the throne monarch better than his crown, he subjects to the force of temporal power, the attribute to iron majesty, wherein doth sit dead in fear of kings. Or else you can write It is enthroned in the order of kings, and it's an attribute to God himself, and earthly power doth then show like as gods when mercy seasons justice. Okay, next one is read the following passage and answer the questions that follow. Here they have given. The first question is what are the benefits of the social media? They have asked. Social media has many benefits such as connecting people across geographical distances and providing a platform for self-expression. Okay. The second question answer is the negative effects of social media are cyberbullying, online harassment, and the spread of misinformation, along with detail linked to mental health issues such as anxiety, depression, and loneliness. Okay. This can be written. And next one is write the summary of the poem. That's question number. Then the poem Grandma Climbs a Tree is written by Ruskin Bond, and he calls his grandmother as a genius because she could climb trees in a trice even at the age of 62, and she was passionate to climb trees and learn it from her loving brother at the age of 6. Everybody feared that Granny would fall from a tree one day. One day she climbed a tree but couldn't come down. After the rescue, the doctor recommended her bed rest for a week. But for Granny, it was like a brief season in the hell, and so she recovered. She demanded a house to be built on the tree, and poet's father was very dutiful and caring person, fulfilled his mother's wish by the expert assistant of his son, the poet. Then Granny moved up and enjoyed her life as according to her wish, with drinking sherry with her grandson. Okay, or else you can write the summary of the poem. The Song of India. The poet described the positive aspects like attractive beauty of Himalayas and its snowbound peaks, and Mother India is covered with 3 oceans which wash the feet of Mother India. The pure golden streaks of the sun fill the pleasure to the mind, and the poet praised the cultural beauty of India. The rock-cut temples attract people. Beautiful epics have been carved on the walls of the temples. And the poet reminded the sacrifice of the soldiers and freedom fighters. The seers and prophets have given a valuable contribution to Mother India. The poets recalled the achievements in the field of dams, lakes, steel mills, shipbuilding yards, and enormous growth in the field of science and technology. And our scientists are working hard to put India on the pace of the atomic. Okay, this is how you can write the summary. And let's move on to the next. That is writing the essays. Here, ways to reduce air pollution anta ide. Air pollution is one of the biggest problems faced by the world today. It's mainly caused by smoke from vehicles, factories, and the burning of fuels. To reduce air pollution, people should use public transports or bicycles instead of private vehicles. Planting more trees is more important because they purify the air. Factories should use modern technology to control the release of smoke. Then plastic and waste should not be burned, and the use of eco-friendly fuels should be encouraged. And awareness among the people is necessary to keep the air clean. If everyone contributes, we can control air pollution and live a healthy life. Or else you can write on flood and its disasters. As we all know that floods are of the nature's most destructive forces caused by heavy rainfall, overflowing rivers, or melting snow. While rain is essential for life, too much of it can lead to devastating the consequences. The immediate disaster caused by flood is the destruction of property. Homes, roads, and bridges are submerged, making transportation impossible and leaving people homeless. And the stagnant flood waters are often contaminated with sewage and chemicals, leading to the spread of waterborne diseases like cholera and typhoid. Then crops and livestock are destroyed, leading to food shortages and economic loss for farmers. The psychological toll on affected communities is immense as people lose their positions and sometimes their loved ones. Rebuilding after a flood is a long and expensive process, requiring significant effort from both the government and aid organizations, and therefore proper flood management and early warning systems are crucial to minimize the damage and save lives. This is how can you write. And next one is the letter writing. Even you can write it as a personal letter. First you have to write the from address, then salutation, dear mother, And body of the letter, I hope you are doing well. I am writing this letter to share with you my performance in the formative assessments and unit tests conducted recently. I have worked hard and performed well in most of the subjects. I scored good marks in English, science and social science. However, I need to improve a little more in mathematics. My teachers appreciated my progress and encouraged me to continue my efforts. I promise you that I will study sincerely and aim for even better results in the coming exams. Please don't worry, as I am confident of achieving success. With love, yours loving son or daughter, Vilas Sarvani. Okay, this is you can write, or else you can go for the official letter, that is from address, true address to the Panchayat Development Officer, Belgaumi Panchayat Office, Belgaumi. Then subject, request to provide books for our school library. Then salutation, respected sir or madam. I am a student of 10th standard in Government High School, Belgavi. I would like to request you kindly to provide more books for our school library. And even you can extend the body of the letter like this. At present, our library has very few books and many students are unable to get books they need for reference and reading. If more books on subjects like science, mathematics, social studies, literature and general knowledge are added, it will help us greatly in our studies and also improve our reading habits. And we shall be very grateful if you extend your support to our school library. So thanking you, yours faithfully, Vilas Sarvani. This is how you can write the official letter. Dear friends, this is how. ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಡೆದಂಥ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಲೈಕ್ ದ ವಿಡಿಯೋ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್, ಲೈಕ್, ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಶೇರ್ ದ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ವಿತ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್. ಟಿಲ್ ದೆನ್, ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಬಾಯ್.